My name's Pete Woods. You're watching Hexham TV. Who are you?
My name's Feargal Sharkey. I once made a few records. Some of you may have been giving me the incredible luxury in life and honour of buying a few of them. Some of you may even still play them. Thank you all. I'm deeply grateful. I'm here today to talk about rivers and, funnily enough, to talk about poo.
So we're here in Wylam in Northumberland.
Yeah.
And you've come here with the Labour candidate, Joe Morris.
Yeah.
Why have you come here, Feargal?
Well, the simple truth is we now know that the water industry has turned out to be a complete scam. Not only have water companies taken £72 billion of our money and paid it to their shareholders, last year, for example, they also spent 4.6 million hours dumping sewage into our rivers, onto our beaches, into our lakes, to such an extent that there is now not a single river anywhere in England that is not polluted, and one of the largest sources of that pollution is the water industry. And I'm here as the president of CERA, the Labour Campaign Environment Group, to help Joe, who's one of our members, and help him and support him and endorse him in his journey to become the next MP for this area.
So we've got an incredible asset here with the River Tyne. It's used for boating, for fishing, for wild swimming, and people just walking along the banks with their dogs or by themselves. What's the situation here?
Well, we now know that, for example, the stretch of river behind us is graded by the Environment Agency as currently being in moderate environmental condition. It should be in good condition. It is polluted, and it's one of the sources of that pollution is the water industry. I guess the Tyne itself, the most iconic thing, is Tyne salmon. And I know all about the hatchery and the time and the effort that people have put in trying to save that iconic species. The whole UK population of salmon, not 3 months ago, has now been placed on the endangered species list. All of that effort, all of that time, that commitment, that money hasn't delivered what we wanted, because ultimately you're fighting against a river that is slowly being poisoned like every other river in the country. And that's another reason why I'm here, is to help raise awareness of this and help people develop a better understanding of what's going on in our own backyards.
Now, Ofwat are supposed to be the regulatory body who look after this and all other rivers and seas. What are Ofwat doing in regard to the water companies?
Well, you're the one that used the word supposed. I didn't, but I think that's quite a good description. There's actually two regulators. One is the Ofwat, who are the company that supposedly handle the economics of it. They decide how much you're going to pay for your water. The other side of it is the Environment Agency, and they're the ones that supposedly protect our rivers from the activities of those companies. The truth is, every river in the country is polluted. One of the largest sources is the water industry. So the EA have clearly failed. And I'm afraid I've got bad news for you. If memory serves me correctly, Northumberland Water, for example, has just applied to put your bills up by another 26% over the last 5 years, or over the next 5 years. The truth is, Ofwat equally has failed that we're even having to have that conversation.
So we're in election time.
Yeah.
Politicians promise lots of different things at election time.
Yeah.
How confident are you that whoever gets elected in this election on the 4th of July will actually deliver on their promises?
It's very, very simple. This is not my message and not my campaign anymore. I lost control of this a couple of years ago. The water industry lost control of this. Indeed, the government lost control of it. The reason I know that, 56% of voters are now telling us that the sewage scandal will influence how they vote next Thursday. The truth is, this argument, this fury, this rage, this sense that we have been ripped off now belongs to the British public. I'm not going to have to do anything to hold a Labour government to account, because the electorate and the voters and general people and the general public, they're the ones going to make sure Labour deliver on this. And I don't have to do anything. It's up to you now to decide.
And people often feel helpless with big political issues like, the environment and that sort of thing. What do you think local people can do to actually make a difference to rivers like the River Tyne?
Again, the sewage scandal for me is actually the perfect example. And I can appreciate when you're sitting at home, you'd feel completely inadequate, you feel powerless. Let me remind you, this is now one of the hottest election issues in the country right now. I've travelled from Wales to Cornwall to Plymouth to Wiltshire, up into the Midlands, heading up to Scotland. It's turning up constantly on the doorsteps. So that little voice, that mouse sitting alone in the northeast, has genuinely become a roar. What can you do? The next time somebody bangs on your door between now and Thursday, when someone asks for your vote, ask them what they're going to do about the sewage scandal. Use the power you've got. And as a democracy, you've got the most powerful voice available to you. First thing Thursday morning, 7 o'clock when the polls open, go and vote for someone that you think is going to sort this out and act on your behalf and get it done. That is the biggest voice this nation has. Use it well. Vote Labour.
Feargal Sharkey, thank you very much for talking to Hexham TV.
My pleasure, sir. Thank you.